What's up, guys? This is my second video. Super excited to get it started. If you watched my first video, then you were able to learn a little bit about me, what I was going to be doing on my YouTube channel. Oh my gosh. Keep looking at this part. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so used to I'm looking at the actual screen on my phone, but not looking at the camera portion. So it's making it like I'm looking that way, but I'm looking this way. So if I keep looking this way, yeah, it's because I'm looking at myself. Okay, I look too cute for me not to be looking at myself. My first video was me introducing myself. It wasn't really me making the first video for my channel. It was like me introducing myself. But anyway, this is my first official video, okay, with my opinions and whatnot. So anyways, in this video, we're going to talk about my top 9 favorite Vampire Diaries characters. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering why she's not doing my top 10. I could not think of someone for the 10th place, which is weird because I have like a top 20 Vampire Diaries list. But I just couldn't think of who I wanted to talk about in the video, if that makes sense. I'm not sure that makes sense, but you get it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Period. So with that being said, we're going to start it off. Yes, I have my iPad right here. I keep looking that way, I'm looking at myself, y'all. But yes, I have my iPad here. And once again, I am on my front camera. So if I keep looking this way, like this, it's because I'm looking at myself, but I'm trying my hardest to look into the camera so you guys can know like I'm trying to engage with you guys. But if I don't keep looking this way, I apologize. I'm so sorry. But yes, I have my iPad here. Even though like I know the characters off the top of my head, who's in my list and who's in 9th place, 8th place, etc., etc. I don't know. I just want, it looks more productive if I have the iPad in my hand with the names on the thing. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so guys, in 9th place we have Miss Hope Michaelson. In 9th place we have Miss Hope Michaelson. Okay, so the reason why she's in 9th place is because obviously it's just characters I like much more than her. And honestly, this list is going to piss you guys off probably. My opinions are very controversial. It's like I feel like a lot of people would agree with me, but a lot of people would hate on me because of the list. Like, I don't know. But Hope Michaelson is in 9th place. Her character in Legacies is kind of pulling her up more on the top. And honestly, if you haven't caught up on Legacies, I suggest that you just pause it right here or skip this part because I will be talking about probably some spoilers. Hope becoming a tribrid did make her more go up on my list. I've always liked her. I always felt like she was an interesting character. I always felt like her position, and who obviously she's the daughter of Hayley and Klaus. So her being a daughter of Hayley and Klaus it just made me like her already because you know she wasn't supposed to be born. But I will say that her character is growing on me more and more every day. She's always been someone that's likable. I don't think she actually have ever made me mad in any way, to be honest. I feel like her character was more revolved about on London, more so in the early seasons of Legacy. Oh my gosh. In the earlier seasons of Legacies, I do feel like her character was more revolved around London, but it made sense though. She lost so much of her family, and so losing and experiencing the trauma that she experienced, it was kind of like she was, what's the word? It was kind of like she was so tied to London, you know? So honestly, it made sense. It irritated me a little bit because I've never really been like a London and Hope stan. Honestly, y'all, I was rooting for Hope and Raphael. Just saying. But I do absolutely find London Hope cute. But back to Hope. I actually like Hope, and I feel like putting her in 9th place just made the most sense to me because it's other characters in the show overall, the whole universe that I like better. But if it was an all girls list, you will see why she will be in the 5th place. If it was an all girls list, she will be in 5th place, which is a reasonable spot. On Legacies, y'all, I understand that the first few seasons of Legacies was kind of rough to say, but I do think you should catch up on Legacies because the new season, the new episodes is definitely giving it some spice. Honestly, the way it looks is definitely different from Vampire Diaries and the originals. The effects, the way the powers look is definitely different. However, I do still find it interesting, and mainly because of the diversity. And I do think that Hope becoming a tribute did save the show. Oh, and Lizzy, our girl Lizzy, is a heretic. So that also gave me some more spice. But yeah, Hope is in my place. I feel like it's a good spot for her. I'm going to get some serious hate for this. Oh my gosh, I just feel it, y'all, because he's literally a fan favorite. A lot of people like this man. I like him too. He's just not above the other characters on my list. But in 8th place we have Klaus Michaelson. Now, if it was an all-boy list, I'm saying this so I won't get that much hate. If it was an all-boy list, obviously Klaus would be kind of high up in like top 10. He'd be like top 4, I guess. But y'all, Klaus Michaelson is 8th on this list. Overall, Klaus is a great character. He's a very complex and intriguing character. From the moment he showed up in Vampire Diaries, the suspense, the who is Klaus, it's honestly just built up the need to like him. Okay, now don't hate me on this, you guys, but I seen like a lot of people saying that Klaus was an anti-hero. I don't really think he was an anti-hero. I feel like he was just more so like a villain, and just a villain in general. He wasn't really an anti-hero to me because he never really redeemed himself in terms of the people that he hurt, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I guess you could say he kind of redeemed himself in the originals when he had hope and he had a reason to do better, I guess. But I mean, overall, I love Klaus. I feel like him being a villain, because I'm not saying you can't like villains, baby, because I like me some villains. Him, in terms of villains, he probably was the best villain. He was an awesome character, very complex, and I like characters that be complex. I like characters that make me go, do I like him? Like, I like characters like that. And I want to go back to something that I said. Okay, so yeah, I did say that Klaus isn't technically an anti-hero in my book. I feel like he was just overall a villain. However, life did make him that way. I can't just say that he was a villain for no reason. Life did make him that way. I do feel like he was misunderstood. However, that does not excuse any of the actions that he did, and including some other people on this list, that doesn't excuse any actions that they did. A lot of the people in the show, a lot of characters did a lot of horrible things. I just feel like Klaus was just Klaus. Like, I don't know. He was never just out there to me. And I feel like his victim complex kind of just made him go in 8th place for me, because he had a victim complex. I don't care. He had a victim complex. He was a victim in some ways, but in most ways he was not. But that's just my thoughts on it. However, I do understand why people like him the most. I do understand why people think that he is literally the best character, or the best male character. It makes sense. And I feel like had I don't like what people more, obviously he'll be up on my list, but I don't know. Klaus, he definitely has some depth to his character. But yeah, his love for Hope definitely gave him a reason to want to redeem himself. He became more I'm having a brain fart. Klaus definitely became more sincere. He became more in touch with his emotions, but in a better way than just anger, that I can say. He redeemed himself in the end to die for Hope, obviously. His main source of power just wasn't him being the creature, such a powerful creature that he was. His power now was that he had unconditional love. He had a reason to fight, a reason to fight for more. That makes sense. I'm sorry, you guys. Klaus just bring out so many controversial just topics in my head. He makes my head hurt. Okay, so guys, in 7th place we have Mr. Marcel. Now, I know this is probably gonna irritate people that I have Marcel above Klaus, but I mean, I love Marcel. I feel like Marcel gets a lot of hate for the way that he acted towards some Michaelsons, but then again, he had every reason to act that way towards some Michaelsons. And before anyone come in the comments saying, oh, Klaus saved him, Okay, so Klaus saving him wasn't even because Klaus wanted to save him. It was more so Klaus just wanted the luxury of feeling that power, I guess. The Michaelsons constantly traumatized Marcel. So any negative feelings that Marcel had towards them was valid. And I feel like a lot of people just dismiss the way that he feel because they prefer Klaus or any other Mikaelson more. But Marcel's feelings were definitely valid, and yeah, that's just that, period. His feelings were definitely valid, and I feel like a lot of people should see that more. So I mean, Marcel earned his spot on this list, and it's definitely above Klaus. I kept going back and forth between Klaus and Marcel because I mean Klaus was an awesome character, but I just feel like Marcel just, I'm sorry about that, y'all. Marcel just beats him on my list. So guys, next on my list we have Miss Hayley. Now, if you know Miss Hayley, oh my gosh, you know that Miss Hayley was a baddie, okay? One thing I say about Hayley is that she definitely stood up for what she believed in. She definitely was about it. Even when she first came into Vampire Diaries, she had that energy. She had that spice, you know? She was very confident in herself. She was very, very confident in herself, and I love the confidence, baby. Hayley was a great character. I feel like her love for Hope just wins me over much more. I don't know, her wanting to protect Hope, her wanting to know her family, her protecting the wolves, just little things like that. She respects where she came from. She was really strong. She was able to hold her own against other vampires, even vampires that were older than her. Her being a hybrid, baby, she is the best hybrid. I don't care what I say. Hayley is definitely the best hybrid in the entire show. I'm just saying. I mean in terms of characters and personality. I don't mean in terms of power. I know Klaus Michaelson is more powerful than her, but in terms of just being a hybrid itself, Hayley is the best hybrid in my book. A lot of people think that Hayley was annoying and that she had attitude, and yes, she did have attitude, but overall I found her more appealing. I mean, she was strong, she stood up for herself, she wasn't afraid, and her love for her child just makes her more appealing to me. Because she had some strong love for Hope, you know? She was willing to protect Hope, even if it meant standing up against the Michaelsons. Okay, guys. So for some reason, the clip that I have for Alina, it didn't save. But I'm here to let you guys know that, I'm sorry from right here. Alina Gilbert is in 5th place in terms of on this list. Overall, I like Alina. I know she gets a lot of hate. People call her a crybaby, people call her annoying, people call her selfish. I however do not feel that way about her. I definitely feel like she has a lot of reasons to cry as much as she did, and even did she only cried when something actually happened. I don't think that she was selfish. I consider her self-centered. Yes, she made some things about her, but she was never selfish. She made sure that she was aware of her friends' pain and their situations. She acknowledged it. Sometimes she even tried to help them. She definitely wasn't selfish. I do agree that maybe her going between Stefan and Damon did make her self-centered, because she was only thinking of her feelings in terms of how going out with them will affect her and her only. But I do think that people take her for granted, and people disregard how good she was as a friend, because she was definitely a good friend, and she was an even better girlfriend. She was sweet, she was compassionate, she was considerate, and like I said, she definitely earned this spot on this list. Once again, I am so sorry that for some reason her clips got deleted. Kind of suspicious, but her clips are the only ones that got deleted, so I apologize for that. Also, I apologize for my hair. I have not flattered it yet, but thank you. But overall, Alina was she was extremely kind, she was compassionate, she was loving, she always wanted to put other people first. She was a great character, and honestly, she grew on me in ways that I didn't even expect. I did feel like the show went kind of downhill when she left. I don't really think she had that she didn't really have character growth, character development in my book when it came to the show, because at the end of the day, it still was about saving Alina. At the end of the day, it's still they have to get her out of those situations. So honestly, she didn't have character development. However, I will say that I did like her as a vampire. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people preferred her as a human. I loved her as a vampire. I loved her as a human. I just loved Alina. So guys, if I'm talking fast, I really do apologize. I am just naturally a fast talker. I've always talked fast. So hopefully I can catch what I'm putting down. Yeah. So in fourth place we have Enzo. Yeah, I know. Enzo is he's high on the list. He's my second favorite male character. I absolutely love Enzo. He's not really people's favorite character because obviously he wasn't that important to the whole plot overall, and he didn't really have that much of a story, I guess you can say. But I mean, I love Enzo. Honestly, I would have been happy if he had a more permanent story, I guess. Him dying, y'all, it broke me. It broke me. I was freaking hurt. I will never forget Stefan for killing Enzo. It was freaking pointless. A lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, well, Stefan, humanity was all Kate." No. Kate did not say go. He did not go there and say kill Enzo. Killing Enzo was literally just something that Stefan wanted to do with his humanity, and there was no reason to do it. Enzo's death broke me. Literally, I didn't get over his death. I'm still over his death. His death broke me. From the moment Enzo was introduced into the show, I loved him, and I honestly felt like he was going to be like he would have a bigger influence onto the show. He really didn't. He wasn't really a character that made a difference, I guess you could say. He did provide Bunny with happiness and was taken away from her like always. But overall, he was a great character. He was charming, he was likable, he was kind, he was compassionate, he was considerate. I love his friendship with Damon. I wish that we would have seen more of that. I love his relationship with Bunny, and I wish we would have seen more of that. Overall, Enzo definitely had a place in my heart. He did. And his story about him being an Augustine vampire is obviously sad because Damon had to leave him. Y'all, don't come for Damon in these comments. Damon had to leave him. But yeah. Him being left there was obviously sad, and for that long, obviously, then him finding out that the girl that he loved was killed was also horrible. I really did wish that he had a better plot, which he became more permanent, more crucial to the whole plot overall. But overall, Enzo was a great character to me, and obviously I fell in love with him. For him to be at the top of this list obviously means that he had an impact on me. Like I said, dude was charming. He was charming. I love you, Enzo, y'all. That's my baby. That's my baby. Don't even get me started on Enzo's British accent. Oh my gosh. And now in third place we have, drum roll please. Dun, 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 dun. We have Rebekah Mikaelson. Rebekah is my second favorite girl character. Absolutely loved her. She wasn't really in the originals, but I still consider her the best character from the originals. That's just me. Literally all Rebekah wanted was to just be able to live the teenage life, to be able to just have a human life. She just wanted the things that humans could have. She didn't want to be a vampire, and honestly it still breaks my heart to this day because it's like it was constantly being torn away from her, constantly making her be a vampire, do vampire things that she obviously didn't want to do. She was literally so kind and so compassionate and so passionate at heart. She just wanted to be normal. She wanted to live a human life. She wanted to experience all human things. Sis wanted to go to a school dance. Just let her go to a school dance. But I did find her cute with Matt. Just saying, I did find her cute with Matt. Obviously, I like her better with Marcel. But I found her extremely cute with Matt. For her to just be happy and genuine and just trying to win his affection, showed how much she was trying to prove herself that she can do better, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But she was just so kind and just I just wanted to hug her every time she cried, anytime that she was yelling or angry or hurt. I just wanted to hug her because it's like what she wanted didn't matter. No matter how many times she should have had what she was aiming for, she couldn't have because somebody took it away, and usually it was Klaus. They just couldn't let sis be great. Rebekah is by far one of the best characters of the entire show. Obviously, why she's number 2 on this changed it why she's number 3 on this list. I apologize for that. I do feel like she's one of the best characters. I feel like she's extremely underrated, and people they like kind of overlook her because they have more love for like Elijah and Klaus, the other originals. But overall, I feel like Rebekah is I prefer her over Elijah and Klaus any day. She was funny, quirky, sassy. Like she had it all. She had it all. This is where the extreme hate come in, because I know y'all shouldn't get on me in these comments. Like, I feel it in my bones. So, in second place, we have Damon Salvatore. I know. A lot of people don't like Damon. And a lot of people do like Damon. It's literally just people like, either they like Damon or either they like Stefan. I only met like a few people who actually like both. I'm team Damon, as you can see. I do consider Damon an anti-hero. I don't know why people still consider him a villain. Dude's obviously an anti-hero. He was a villain in season 1. And he was barely a villain then. But overall, he became a hero. He became someone that people liked, that people adored. I can go on and on about Damon forever. Okay, literally forever. From the moment that Damon was introduced in the show, I liked him. I liked the bad boy. I mean, as a villain, I liked him, and I liked him when he became like an anti-hero. At the beginning of the show, it was shown that he was selfish. He only cared about himself, etc., etc. He was trying to get Catherine out the tomb, and it also hurt me because Catherine wasn't even in the tomb. And honestly, to think about Damon, I do feel like Damon was misunderstood. He just wanted to be loved, and he wasn't that way before he became a vampire. And I'm not even gonna get into how him becoming a vampire changed things, but before he was a vampire, he was way compassionate. He had so much compassion. He was so kind, so selfless. He was like a regular human with valid feelings, and then he became a vampire. So like I said, life made Damon that way. Damon was not always evil, and he was not always selfish. One thing I can say is that Damon loved my girl Alina a lot as he should. Oh, so yeah, I absolutely love Damon. I love that he was bold, and a lot of people say he had plot armor, which he did. But I love that they had him bold and that he had plot armor, because I mean, my baby was bold. Okay, he was bold. He was ready to get on that, baby. Yeah, but Damon was very bold. I love how sarcastic he was. He was hella funny. Honestly, every time he popped on the screen, I was laughing. When those moments came that he was like hurt or something like that, I would cry. It's just like, I was so addicted. Like, I'm very addicted to Damon. Like, Damon is my husband. Like, yeah, he's my husband. But yeah, honestly, just Damon, he had character development. I know people that be like, he don't. And like, they say that he didn't have character development, but honestly, I think that he had the best character development. He valued friendships, considering the fact that he ended up valuing his friendship with Bunny, even if it meant saving her and keeping Elena in the coma. That's one of the ways. He was very thoughtful. He was selfless when it came to Elena. He was very in love with her, which his love was very strong. So you could tell that he loved very, 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 very strongly. Where it came to like him getting beat down or just overall trying to win over Elena, he never gave up. He was a fighter, you know. So I do feel like that he was very strong. He showed that he was strong, and he didn't let anyone just really just tear him down, beat him down. I like the conflict that came with Damon. You know, he added depth to the show. I don't care about that. He definitely added depth to the show. Coming up in first place, dun, 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 is my girl Bunny Bennett. Literally the best character in the entire show. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about how Sis was literally the best character. First of all, Sis was powerful as heck, and I still believe that she was the most powerful witch, and she's extremely powerful considering she's not only a witch but she's a psychic. But we're not gonna get into that. That's another video idea, because I know people gonna try to come for me in the comments. She was very selfless. She always came through for her friends. She was a great friend. So I shouldn't hear nobody saying that she wasn't a good friend, because Sis was the best friend. She was very selfless. She always helped them when they needed her help, even if that put her happiness at risk. Many times she put herself at risk in her happiness, but she did it because she wanted to help her friends. I know people gonna try to put that more on Alina and say that she wants to help Alina. Overall, she wanted to help her friends. She was constantly hurt. Her happiness was constantly taken away from her. She constantly had to see that loss, constantly had to put other people's happiness above her own, and she did it. She did it because she just cared so much. She was so compassionate. Bunny is just overall the best character in my opinion. She was brave, she was powerful, she was strong, she was a fighter. She kept on going even when like life just kept taking away from her. And the moment she finally became happy, the happiness was taken away from her. But I don't know. Oh, and she was beautiful. But yeah, I absolutely love Bunny. If anyone knows me, they know that I love Bunny with all my heart. Bunny definitely became it's so weird though because I used to love Alina more, but I've rewatched Vampire Diaries 7 times, you guys. And each time I rewatch it, it's like I love Bunny more and more and more and more and more. Bunny Bennett's happiness should not have been taken away from her as much as it did. She should not have suffered as much as she did. There should be at least at the end, she should have got the happy ending that she deserved, but she didn't. But overall, I just gotta say that Bunny Bennett was the real hero of the Vampire Diaries. Simple, period, point blank. I know a lot of people say it was Stefan, and a lot of people say like people was heroes in their own way. No, Bunny Bennett was the real hero of the Vampire Diaries. She had to save them so many times. It's ridiculous. She had to save them so many times, and at the end of the day, she still didn't get the happiness that she deserved. But I just want to say that Bunny Bennett was a hero of the Vampire Diaries. If your favorite character is Bunny, is Damon, is Alina, Rebekah, or Enzo, y'all please subscribe to my channel because I love them. I can even talk about them for the longest. I love them. I can go on and on and on. I would defend them with my life, especially Bunny and Damon. I'm just saying. But yeah, you guys, that sums up my top 9 favorite Vampire Diaries characters. Like I said, I know there would be opinions about my list. People might dislike it. Some people might like it. I don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping that there will be no negative comments in the comment section. I'm hoping that people will accept my opinions and actually just like my opinions. I don't know. So please feel free to comment your top 10 Vampire Diaries characters below because I would love to see. I know I've seen some people have some really crazy lists. Like I've seen people with lists that I wouldn't even think anyone would have. So I really want to see you guys' list. I really want to see what your thoughts about my list. I really want to see how you guys feel about my list. Again, let's try to keep the comments positive. This is supposed to be a positive. I can take the hate, so I can be hating on my list. But in the comment section, let's try to keep the comments positive, okay? I want people to feel like this is a safe space to talk about their opinions, to discuss their opinions with other people, okay? This will be a safe space. Again, safe space. Once again, thank you so much for watching this entire video, especially if you made it to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have more content to come, and it was really exciting sharing my first set of opinions with you guys. I was so happy to get to this video. Once again, I am recording on my iPhone, so if I keep looking this way, because I'm looking at myself in the screen and not into the camera. So I apologize for that if I keep looking. I'm still learning to look into the camera, okay? But once again, thank you for watching my video so much, and I really am excited to hear you guys' opinions in the comment section below. Once again, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Your girl Blue is out.